Nagre-record naman, no? Okay. Let's wait. OBB. Yan!
Gusto ko yung may OBP pa talaga.
Oo nga eh. Para kunyari,
Oo,
totoo talaga.
Totoo siya.
Oo. Kahit nag-ano lang ako dito, nagtitrip.
Nice.
Alright, so we are finally live both on YouTube and Facebook this time. Finally, I've already figured out kung paano gawin yun. And right now, I am with my special guest, Miss Michelle Defensor.
Yay! Paano ba ito? Babatiin mo na. Hello everyone!
Yeah, of course, Michelle is, you probably have seen her in It's Showtime, the funny ones.
Right.
Yeah, so, yun. Can you
At
tell?
tayo mag-umpisa.
Oh,
Wow.
and she is also an entrepreneur and motivator, diba?
Yes.
Yun yung actually that's really your thing.
Yes,
It looks like, diba?
I'm a motivational speaker.
Comedy is like something you just do
On the
para.
side. Kasi ang feeling ko kasi, ang comedy, parang pwede mong, alam mo yun, sobrang daming stretch sa buhay, sobrang daming challenges. Tapos pwede mo siyang, ang comedy kasi pwede mo siyang magamit.
Teka.
Kasi humor yan eh. So lahat ng tao medyo, hindi naman lahat, pero at least yung reach mo, through humorous way, through comedy, marami kang pwedeng ma-reach na tao. You can inspire, you can actually motivate them. Oo, kasi like ako, 'di ba, yung what do you, parang hindi man catchphrase, but kung ano yung aking image bilang komedyante, I'm an empowered single mom. Oo, so minsan pag nagpapatawa ako or when I get off stage, may mga mommies or mga single parents na lumalapit sa akin na inspiring. Kasi 'di ba before parang stigma yan. Eh ngayon that you can actually make fun of it, although it's a serious thing.
Yeah, of course.
So yun.
Yeah, and also comedy is an important tool for public speaking. Diba? It's a very special parang basta it's a skill na you'd think na parang wala lang until you try it. Because that's what I don't have.
Ay, grabe ka naman.
No, I just can't talk like this because walang iba.
Right,
diba?
right.
Kasi magkaiba yun eh.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Parang in this kind of conversation, parang it's just the two of us with Keo. Well, we're with Keo. Keo Gloria pala in controls.
Yes.
And yun, so
yeah, actually kasi comedy, just so specifically stand-up comedy, it's actually there's a science to it eh.
Yeah. Sige nga.
So, in other words, basically ang tendency kasi ng tao pag nagpapatawa, kwentuhan, tapos may punchline, diba? So in stand-up comedy, we have what it's called a premise. So dapat yung premise mo when you do your sketch, it's what you call a sketch, or for your
Bit.
set. Bit, diba? Meron kang premise dyan. So, it's actually expressing your thoughts or your feelings about certain things. Kunyari ako, ang hirap talagang maging komedyante at nanay at the same time. May premise ka, diba? And then, yung punchline mo, may tinatawag na rule of threes, misdirection, mga ganun-ganun na, no? But I won't talk about
technical,
that.
May technical stuff. Well, because it's literature, diba? It is, well, not written literature. I don't know what it's called. Basta, yun, diba?
Although people really have a knack for it eh. Oo, minsan kasi, mapapansin mo, pag yung may tao nagpapatawa, talagang may premise punchline.
Yeah.
So, pero hindi naman siya aware.
Yeah.
Or hindi siya conscious.
But stand-up comedy is a different beast altogether compared to just like this we're talking, 'di ba? Kasi may ibang factors na involved, eh, 'di ba? Like the live audience, and 'di ba? So
and that's the reason why I did it, because I wanted, it became a challenge to me. Kasi feeling ko okay, first of all, in training, because I'm a corporate speaker, diba? I'm a motivational speaker, corporate trainer. In training, ang branding kasi namin is entertainment. Meaning, we entertain while we train. And you cannot be an entertainer kung wala kang knack for comedy or at least comedic timing. So, kagandahan naman, yung pamilya ko kasi, komedyante kami lahat. Yung talagang iba yung sense of humor namin. So, it became a challenge to me, first of all, to do stand-up. Kasi, ang feeling ko, first of all, I wanted to show my children na it's okay to be, it's okay to be on stage. And then, the fact na there's no assurance for the laughter, it doesn't make it easy. In fact, it's hard.
Yeah,
And
actually.
pag hindi sila tumawa, ang sa akin, for as long as andun yung intention ko na patawanin sila. For as long as I did my best. So, it's also taking in, yung parang humbling din siya eh. Kasi hindi mo makukuha yung tawa parati eh.
Yeah.
Diba? So, yeah.
Pag, di ba pag hindi nag-work yung joke, di ba? Parang di ba parang paano mo
ma-recover?
paano ka nakaka-recover sa mga ganun?
Yeah, ako pag hindi nag-work yung joke ko, for example, I can use that awkward laughter or that situation into making it, parang may utilization ka. For example, pwede ko sabihin, pag hindi nag-work, parang pwede ka sabihin na, hindi yung type, or hindi na gets. Kasi ganito yun.
That's what you can improvise.
So it's still a skill that I want to be able to, enhance.
Yeah, because I tried before, a few years ago, I tried an open mic a few times. And, alam mo yun, from what I know, well, this is because I've followed podcasts. Well, my inspiration for this podcast pala is Joe Rogan's podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. And in that show, he often invites his friends. Joe is a comedian, so naturally mga comedians din yung mga naiimbita niya, ng mga kasama niya sa gigs. And now, so yun, doon ako na-curious ng ang dami kong natutunan that comedians, kasi here in the Philippines, comedy is iba yung brand ng comedy na ng pangmasa na what we see in the movies. Diba? Parang
yung may panglalait, may pangdadaot, may ganon.
Bukod pa yung stand-up comedy scene na alam na
slapstick,
slapstick, mga sayawan, diba? And there's a formula that's very sobrang tagal na diba? Parang for me, parang hindi siya there's a better way and a much more intelligent way to do comedy na I can't comprehend na hindi ka naman gagastos ng milyon para you just need to be creative and able to write. And well, of course, you need talented people to pull those jokes off.
Right.
Diba?
Kaya dapat it should also be personal. Kasi pag personal siya, na nangyayari talaga sa'yo, yung aside from owning it, hindi ka na talaga duduguin sa pag-iisip. Tinitweak mo lang siya ng tinitweak. Unlike when you create, let's say you create a story, somebody's story or somebody's metaphor, doon ka mahihirapan. Unlike if it's your own.
Yeah, and I'm also parang actually fascinating para sa akin to discover that the comedians like yung mga sets na George Carlin sina Dave Chappelle, parang if you watch it parang you'd think na they're just talking na impromptu, pero sa totoo lang they wrote it down. They actually wrote it down and practiced it and honed it until to perfection, until ready na siya lang pumunta sa stage and get recorded.
True.
Diba? So
and yung yung the way they do it, kasi it's really not to there's a term na parang you're not trying to be funny. They're not trying to be funny. They just say it kasi when you try to be funny, parang people see through it. Alam mo, when you try to be funny,
actually,
nagpapatawa to.
Parang challenge siya, babarahin kita.
But if you're just, normally just saying it, you're not trying to be funny, mas natatawa sila.
Well, that's yun pang isa. That's what another thing that makes stand-up comedy more difficult. Kasi parang alam na the audience is expecting you to make them laugh. And pag hindi, di ba? So that's another factor.
Yes, kasi they go there with the what's this expectation na matatawa sila. So pansinin mo to, if you're just a regular speaker, let's say in a party, tapos magsalita ka, naman tao natatawa eh.
Diba? Kasi hindi nila alam.
Mag-throw ka ng joke siya, matatawa sila eh. Pero pag dumating sila doon na, sige nga, titignan ko kung matatawa ko.
Diba?
Mas nakakaloka yun.
Parang meron silang,
parang retest.
Hindi ako basta natatawa.
Parang, hindi nakuha ako nakakatawa to. Okay, nakakatawa yan. Ito medyo hindi. Parang ganun yung nila. Unlike me as an audience, ako ang feeling ko, pag audience ako, pag pumunta ako, parang, not that I have that expectation, but I'm just open to things. Parang na-appreciate ko, uy, creative yun. Uy, oo nga. Alam mo yan, it doesn't have to be funny, but uy, pwede kong may natutunan ako. Yung gano'n. Oo. As an audience,
Actually, yun ang isa, a lot of the comedians that I admire, like
go ahead.
like what do you call this? George Carlin, for example. Diba? So he's the for me one of the, well, definitely he's one of the greatest comedians ever.
Right.
And tinan mo nga yung kayo, si George Carlin, para alam nila kung ano yung itsura. So
Sige.
So tong si George, yung back in the 70s and 80s, parang may mga joke siya talaga na talagang solid. Kumbaga, alam mong joke siya, 'di ba?
Right.
Alam mong joke talaga siya. It was written as a joke. But later on in the nung nag-90s na until the rest of his career, parang he's just commentating on social issues He's just commentating on the environment, on politics,
Right.
'di ba? So parang hindi na talaga siya actually nagko-comedy. He's just commentating, and people just parang realize, there's something funny in that thought. So that's yun yung parang wow.
Avenue naman niya, iba niya yung style. Yes, and still he still used comedy. Kasi I mean, not exactly to throw away joke, but you know, that humor factor, importante yan. Lalo na sa buhay natin.
Oo nga